a time management system can become prohibitive if it takes too much time, right? Because it becomes counterproductive to the actual outcome that you're looking to create, which is actually to get more done. So to start off with, if you're going to have a time management system, it shouldn't take you a long time to implement, which is really my point here.
Welcome to the Master Dealmaker's Secrets podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker's Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 208. And today I'm going to talk about the 5 most powerful time management tips that are going to help you to become a lot more productive and more efficient and get more done in your day. But before we do that, if you've got leads you've spoken to that haven't converted yet, what I want you to do is head over to johnblakeaudio.com. What you'll find there is my free training. It's a 15-minute audio as well as a PDF, and it shows you exactly how you can convert more of those people that you've spoken to, that you've sent a proposal to or a quote to, and they haven't converted into a paying client. So what you'll get is exactly what to say when you call, exactly what to write in your emails over a 90-day period where you can literally double the amount of people that will convert from people you've spoken to but didn't buy on the spot. So it is at johnblakeaudio.com. Go grab it, put it into practice, and please let me know how it goes for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to go through each of the tips. There's 5, and then I'm going to drill down on each particular step of the process. So what's interesting about time management is that there's so many different books on it, and one of the guys that we used to work for, it was actually the late Chet Holmes. He and part of what I'm going to teach is his system, but he went and did a time management course, and in it I think they suggested that you needed to spend an entire day writing down everything that you did every 15 minutes. Now, that's in and of itself, it's not necessarily a bad idea, but his philosophy of it on it was quite revealing when he said a time management system shouldn't take an entire day just to prepare for. So in that regard, a time management system can become prohibitive if it takes too much time, right? Because it becomes counterproductive to the actual outcome that you're looking to create, which is actually to get more done. So to start off with, if you're going to have a time management system, it shouldn't take you a long time to implement, which is really my point here. So the 5 steps are: make the list the night before, and I will drill down on that particular step in more detail in a sec. Block like tasks. So if you've got a bunch of calls to make all those calls at once. If you have writing to do all your writing at once. And again, we'll drill down a little bit more on that in a sec. Step 3, allocate times to each task. Okay, so work out how long each task is going to take and allocate time to it. Step number 4 is turn off all distractions. So anything that buzzes or dings or is going to distract you, turn that off. And 5, anything new that comes up during that time, so especially if you work in an office and someone comes in and tries to get your attention, just set it to the side and put it on tomorrow's list. Okay, so let's go into each step in more detail. So step number 1, make the list not the night before. Now, what I recommend that you do here is do what is called a brain dump. And a brain dump is where you get everything out of your head, right? So you want to write down all the stuff that's in your head. And you can spend like 15 minutes on this, right? Maybe you don't have to spend 15 minutes every time, but to start off with, you probably want to, you could easily spend between 10 and 15 minutes. But the main point is to get it all out of your head. And sometimes what I do is on the left-hand side, I'll have all the business stuff or all the work stuff. And on the right-hand side, I will have all of the personal stuff, because the personal stuff still needs to get done, and you might want to just have an awareness of what that personal stuff is. So once you've done your brain dump, then work out what are the 6 things, right? So never have any more than 6 things that you need to nail the next day. And the question to ask yourself is, what are the 6 things that if I get done tomorrow will make me feel like I really accomplished something, right? What are the 6 things that if I nail these 6 things tomorrow, by the end of the day, I will really feel like I've achieved something. And so ideally, those 6 things, if you're in sales or if you're looking to grow your business, which if you're listening to this podcast, you probably are, should relate to either presenting your product or presenting a recommendation to a client, doing sales calls, or following up on sales calls that you've already made. So that's step 1. Step 2, block like tasks. So you will do way better if you've got 20 calls to make to bang those 20 calls out. Right? Bang, 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 bang. Even if somebody calls you back, you're better to finish the 20 calls before you actually call the person back. And then having a time where you're writing, but think about the times where you are most energetic. So if you've got to make a whole bunch of calls, you want to pick a time of the day where you typically have more energy. If you have some writing to do, so for me, if I'm going to write something, it's better for me to write something in the morning than what it is in the afternoon, because I'm just sharper in the morning. In fact, I'm sharper in the morning when I make phone calls, and you will have an awareness of when you're best. So some people don't get warmed up until the afternoon. I'm not like that, And then the other thing is even like exercise. So your morning routine should set you up to a point where you're actually exercise. So I know for me, on the days that I've either swum or I've had a surf, I'm a lot better on the phone and I'm a lot sharper when I've got things that I need to write. So that is step number 2, which is block like tasks, and just have them all together. So if you've got writing to do, block that into a particular block of time in your day. If you've got calls to make, block that into a particular time. And then what you may want to do is block some multitasking time. And maybe that's where you return calls or get back to people that have emailed you. And that way you've got your focus time, and then you've got your sort of, your multitask time. Step 3, allocate times to each task. Okay, so work out how long it's going to take. And you can look at something and you can kind of know, oh yeah, it's going to take me, that's going to take me an hour. Or it might be a longer task, but you just want to allocate an hour to it today to get to at least make a start on it, or it just, you might have too much on to be able to nail the whole thing, but you might want to make sure that you allocate 1 hour to it. Then the other thing that is really useful to do is to use a timer. So what I've done is, in the past, is I will set a timer for 50 minutes and there will be no distractions. And especially if I'm doing something deep, something where I really, really need to focus, I'll set a timer for 50 minutes and then it goes off at the 50-minute mark, and you can have 10 minutes of sort of, checking email or, doing whatever you need to do. But using a timer can be really powerful to make sure that you're really focused on that particular task. There are now programs like, I think it's Motion, and there's a few others, where if you write your list, you allocate times to it, it'll actually it'll populate it into your calendar. I don't use that service, but I know that it exists. Step number 4, turn off all distractions. So probably better to, my phone's always on silent, but, put it away somewhere where you're not going to see it flashing or dinging or buzzing or vibrating or any of that sort of stuff. Just make sure you turn off all distractions. And then number 5 is anything new. So someone comes in and gives you something new, or you get another email asking you to do something, just put it on the brain dump list for tomorrow. And so the other thing is that, make the list the night before. There's something quite powerful about preparing the night before. And if you've got your 6 things that you're going to achieve tomorrow morning, and you've got times that are allocated and you've got them actually slotted into your calendar for the next day, it's quite powerful. You know, you really do wake up the next day, and I don't know whether it's your subconscious mind that's worked on it or whatever, but you really wake up ready to get stuck into it. So I am sure that this will be really useful for you if you put it into practice. I'd love to see how you go. Please let me know if you put it into practice and you get a good result with it. I have read lots of books on time management. I've done lots of time management courses, and these really are my 5 most powerful time management tips. I hope it helps. As always, thank you for listening to the podcast, and I will talk to you on the next one. Cheers.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies and maximize your sales process with new episodes every other week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive, free, no fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.